Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. This one here is the marriage Q&A, and we want to thank all of you on Instagram that asked the perfect questions that made us think and reflect on our marriage. So this is all for you, and we thank you.
Thank you. Moving on to our first question is from Nico. And Nico wants to know, was it love at first sight? I was right out of high school and I just got out of a really bad relationship, so I thought I just wanted to date. And almost immediately, Apache and I came into contact with one another, and I would say it was really intense, the most intense attraction that I had ever experienced. God was placing Apache in that place because he knew that we would eventually be able to grow together and that we would kind of help each other on our journeys.
I met her at my friend's house. He had a little party. It was a gathering for everybody, and she came in, and I remember that she stood out, and I didn't know that she was coming that night, so it was a big surprise. And we talked for 3 hours outside when I was supposed to be in there with my boy.
I remember that night too. For our next question, this is also from Nico. We're gonna split this one. What love philosophies do you base your partnership on? We have an anonymous spiritual program that we attend. We pretty much use slogans from that program that we use in our relationship to help keep us on track.
Mine is let it begin with me, because it's all about accountability in a relationship, and that's how it solves any conflict most, because you remove the ego and it's easier to see what's really going on.
We also have another slogan. It's called Q-tip, and that means quit taking it personal. He had to do that this morning because I got a little snippy. I didn't sleep very well last night, and I just kind of was
like put my arm around her before she was leaving, and it just gave me like the Incredible Hulk shot. So second question is from my boy Kato, Mr. Jazz1 on Instagram, and his questions, he asked us a few, and one of them is how is conflict avoided, and that it's not always avoided, but conflict is avoided with good communication and honesty, and sometimes just biting your tongue when you do want to have conflict. You're choosing your own battle, so that's how that's avoided. He asked also, is personal time required? I'm a musician, she does her own thing, and you know, I'll go off in the studio or she'll do her own thing, and after about 10 years of marriage or 9, and personal time is more required. Yes, yes.
And I think it's necessary because we're individuals. We're two separate human beings. And I need that time for my own reflection and, you know, just to be with myself. And he does the same.
Next question, woman.
Mr. Jazz1 wants to know, do you still go on dates?
Yes.
This is a date.
This is a date right here. This is a date.
Kinda, sorta.
We're just kind of sharing our dates with everybody else. It becomes informative, and maybe you may be inspired as a couple to want to go to a boutique and hang out, or go out and chill for a night, or so we all, you know, throw it out there. That's, you know,
we love to go on dates.
That's what Colorful Light Productions is.
I just had to shift my position here so I could get some better lighting for you guys.
It's all about the lighting.
So this will look so much better. So, Miss Blessed Hands would like to know, would both of us defend the other against all outsiders, no matter who they are, if they try to disrespect or manipulate either one of us?
We haven't really had that issue as much, so it's all good. Family matters, you know, so we don't get involved. We kind of let each other handle our own battles, and unless it's somebody out on the street, then that's different. And usually that's always a shock, you know. Somebody will always say something random when I least expect it, but most of the time with anything in general, we handle our own. But if it's anything that I need to step in and be a little manly, I'll step in. Otherwise than that, she's a tough girl. We both kind of tough, so we handle our own battles.
Okay, next question. Sophisticated ex-gun. Thank you for your question. How long have you been together? And we've been married 21 years, and we were together 2 years before that. So,
1994.
Yeah, that's how long. And how do you keep it together? We attend a spiritual anonymous program that helps us work on this relationship right here and also our outside relationships. So I have a person kind of like a spiritual mentor, and I work with that person. And
she's like an oracle.
Yeah, she's very good, and we put God in the center and work that program, and that's how we keep it together.
Shout out to Patty Bird for letting us use this awesome room in Royal Peasantry. We are once again. So there.
Thank you, Patty.
She's making something really cool right now. White leather. White. All right.
Okay. She's so sweet. Okay. Mal from New Zealand wants to know, do you have any children or do you plan to?
Yes.
We have one beautiful, extraordinary daughter that we love with all our heart. And we don't plan on having any more kids though.
Nope.
Next, I just wanted to say her name really. Valkyria Talamon, I hope I said your name correctly, says that we are so linda, and I want to say thank you, gracias. I just wanted to say that. Fudge Applegate. Discuss your love languages. Oh my goodness.
Very good question. Thank you, Ms. Fudge.
His love language is, he's very nurturing. He's probably more nurturing than I am, actually.
And I'm encouraging.
I'm encouraging and supportive, and like I have his back when he wants to do anything. I encourage and I support him there.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I do agree.
Okay.
So I switched positions. This is a part of the encouragement thing. So, you know, being nurturing and letting her have more of a comfortable feel. It's all good. I'm feeling good anyways.
But Applegate also says, how do you stay whole and hang on to your individualism without compromising the integrity of the marriage?
It's more or less just giving space and letting, you know, allowing time for things to just expand and breathe a little bit. So that's how we, you know, compromise. Make sure we do that. So, yeah. What you got? What's the next?
Okay, Sequoia 1 Love XO. Who shops the most?
My mom spoils her, so a lot of the stuff she has is all from my mom anyways, but I don't get all that stuff because my mom don't have any men clothes, so I probably shop a little bit more than her, but I keep it simple, you know, as simple as I can. Crazy. All right, next question.
Who eats the most?
We both have our habits, and a lot of times we both sneak, you know, to make the other one think. So
I don't know where we're sneaking from, but
no.
We try to be on our best behavior.
Yeah.
Well, we try to give the illusion sometimes, but
both have a sweet tooth.
We eat about the same amount, probably.
Yeah.
Hey, Caitlin. Caitlin would like to know, would you reveal your partner's greatest secret for $1 million? No, I would not.
No, a lot of things are sacred and they ain't worth the cash. No. Not, at least not for us.
Definitely not.
Sorry, TMZ.
Who takes longer to get dressed when we both have impeccable taste?
She does.
I take longer because I gotta do the makeup and the jewelry and okay. What irritates you about your spouse? What irritates you about me?
Okay, just unnecessary nitpicking. That's it. You know, the questionnaire. You know, I think we both can say the same thing. You know, when the questions start to roll in. You know, so that's my part.
Sometimes he's extra passionate. That's it. How would you spend your last day on Earth with your partner?
Just traveling everywhere we can go, like on like a super flying saucer that will take us, you know, any particular place, like Doctor Who or the Great Space Coaster. It just take us somewhere cool, you know, on our like bucket list. Thailand, China, Hong Kong, because we got a whole list and we ain't even been yet. And we like, you know, close to our old age. We getting up there, so we want to travel.
I just imagine like looking at, how do I say it, Aurora Borealis. I would like to just look at that all day and, you know, be at peace. Since it's the last day,
Norway.
that's all I'd like to do.
Yeah.
Have you ever faced discrimination?
It's hard to tell sometimes because we are very eclectic looking individuals. So we don't know whether people just staring at us because they're curious. The South is a little different. I think people are laid back down here, so they tend to stare a little bit more. So you don't know whether they're being racist or whether they're just being curious, but it's a little heavier.
Again, we can't get inside anyone's head, so we really don't know.
Right.
Or maybe they just think we have nice outfits
Maybe
on.
we're beautiful. You're so beautiful, man. I don't know.
All right. Okay, what song would you dedicate to your partner? Okay, I said musique.
Yeah.
I don't know the name of the song.
Even now you must be the most beautiful.
Yes, that song.
Yeah, that's a great song. And Mine Is You and I from Stevie Wonder.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. Infinite love and light. How do you address the spiritual aspects of growth in your relationship?
Thank you, Infinite Love and Light.
Yes.
We address it with our spiritual program that we use. And we use all the tools and slogans and call people, move things around and shift things.
Infinite Love also says sometimes one partner is not willing to grow due to fear or locked in conditioning. In our relationship, we got to certain points, if we weren't able to grow, if one of us was not able to move on with the other one, it might not have lasted this long.
Choose your
where
battles
we are.
wisely. That's what I would have to tell all of you. Choose them wisely.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, model Michelle Lay wants to know what keeps it exciting. Well, just doing new things. This is what Colorful Light Productions is. We expand, we try to always go different places and listen to each other's ideas and just doing new things all the time and trying to move away from the couch as much as possible. So definitely what keeps it exciting is those things. It's Colorful Light Productions, really.
Agreed. How do you balance career and family?
Well, as a musician, I've always known that, my music is my first love because I was a musician before my family. So I always make sure I give a lot to both. And so that's really how I do it. I make sure that time management. And the older you get, the hours seem to move by a lot faster. So just writing things down and make sure and I keep up with my goals and my dreams and my family. They're all in the same bucket for me. So that's really what I do.
Poetic Nation. How did you two meet? And it's her question. And my answer is, please watch our How We Met blog. You'll get all those answers.
Yep. YouTubers,
Tay and
Jay, shout out.
What are your best memories you guys had before marriage?
So my best memories, or probably hers too, is back in '95. I don't even know why I'm shooting out years, because then it makes us look older, but that's all right. All right, so back in the day, we used to get on the bus right after work and head down to New York City, and we lived about 45 minutes away. We'd go down to the pool hall and hang out with all of our friends, and we'd have ciphers, and we would just hang out the whole night. Play pool and gossip and talk conspiracy theories, whatever else. And get back on the bus and head back up, and that was usually every weekend. That's what we did, and there'd be about 40 or 50 of us from all different countries, and it was a wonderful thing, and I miss that sometimes. Yes. Yeah. We want to thank everyone that gave their time to answer our questions and to the engagement, and this is what it's all about. What we do is for you, and it's all about the love, and it's all about the engagement, it's all about the togetherness, and it is what it is. So
thank you from the bottom of our hearts, everybody.
Oh, yes.
You help us reach our ultimate goal, which we would love to take this vlogging on the road and travel one day. So your participation is contributing to that. And we get on the road, we want to share with all of you everything that we learn and the whole journey. So we love you and thank you so much again. Peace.